These people on your screen are dangerous gang members and are Lil Durk's biggest enemies. Some of these gang members are locked up for violent murders, but some aren't. These are hot targets that have a lot of bodies under their belt. These are the top gang members that Lil Durk would avoid if he ever came across them.
When I went up in that fucking hospital and they was like, damn, he finna die. Like, everybody thought I was finna die. When I hit the liquor store, they thought I was finna die. So I poured that liquor on my wounds. Stopped the blood instantly. You feel me? Now that's hard body right there. I got this the Wild West movies, man. When you get shot, man, post some liquor on your fucking wounds. It's gonna stop the blood, man.
This first person is from the MOB set / Dumb Street, and he is allegedly in killing an 800 member, a 600 member, and a Front Street affiliate. Dominic Gree, aka Domo from the MOB set, was arrested for the murder of Pyro from 800, and after he was arrested, he filed a lawsuit against CPD for wrongly shooting him.
As you can see from the video, my client initially tripped and fell. While he was on the ground, unarmed, police officer Kazban fired a number of rounds at Mr. Guerrero.
They asked us to put our hands on the cop. I told him no. And so when he tried to grab me, I ran. I feared for my life, so I kept running. So when I got in the alley, that's when I heard gunshots.
He is now serving 50 years for the murder of Pyro from 800, but he was also allegedly responsible for the murder of Baldy from 600. It was July 17, 2011. After switching to a Black Disciple set in 2009, 600's first death would be Marcus London, aka Baldy from 600 / Front Street, who was known for supplying guns to 600 and Front Street. It was about 12:55 a.m. Baldy and his friend were walking on the 600 block of South Indiana Avenue when all of a sudden, Domo from MOB / Dump Street pulled up and started to shoot at both of them. Baldy was shot in the head and was pronounced dead on the scene, while his friend was shot in the ankle and survived, and 600 would adopt the name BaldyWorld in his honor. But retaliation came back on February 28, 2012, because allegedly L.A. Capone, which was a close homie to Lil Durk, supposedly killed Omar Kebab, which was one of Baldy's killers. But fast forward to May 27, 2016. At around 7:30 a.m., 22-year-old Kevin Lurie, aka Pyro from the 800 set, was found unresponsive near the 5600 block of Wabash Avenue, and he was pronounced dead on the scene. Dominic Gree, aka Domo from the MOB set, is now serving 50 years for the murder of Pyro from 800 set. And if Domo ever got released from prison, this would be a big target that Lil Durk would have to watch out for. He is also responsible for the murder of Corey from Front Street, which I couldn't find any details on this guy. The next guy that was one of Lil Durk's biggest enemies was another guy from the MOB set. His name was MOB Bebe. This guy was allegedly involved in over 5 murders, which one of the most notable members was from Front Street and was a guy of the name of Mario Hayes, aka Blood Money. It was April 9th, 2014. At around 9:30 p.m., Blood Money was standing in the 5600 block of South Elizabeth Street when allegedly Bebe from MOB walked up on him and shot him multiple times. Blood Money was killed outside of his home in the West Englewood neighborhood. His cousin who was with him, who was 28 years of age, was also shot in the abdomen. He came out in stable condition though. Blood Money was the cousin of Chief Keef and was close to Lil Durk, so this was a big loss for Front Street and 600. Bebe was also allegedly responsible for the murders of Drew from WOOGLEWORLD, Purdy from WOOGLEWORLD, Lil Nick from Duke Squad, and Stello from 600. But on June 13th, 2016, all this killing would catch up to Bebe from MOB. At around 11:54 a.m., Jordan Liggins, aka Bebe, was found shot in a car in the 6500 block of South Rose Avenue. He had gunshot wounds to the head and hand. Rest in peace to Bebe, but this would have been another hot target for Lil Durk in the streets of Chicago. This next member is from the 051 Young Money set, and he is also known to put in a lot of work. He is also currently locked up too. This guy's been in and out of jail since the age of 13, since 1999. With over 56 mugshots, you can tell this guy never got away with anything bad he did, all the way from petty thefts to shootouts. He's allegedly responsible for the murders of 5 people, which he was involved in the murder of OJ from 300 / Lambron, Quint from THF, and Booby from Gyro City. But the most 2 notable murders is Bob O from THF and Richie Jerk from Taekwondo World, who he is now serving time for the murder of. And Richie Jerk was the brother of Billionaire Black from STL EBT and Lil Muscle from Welch World. It was May 7th, 2020. Richie Jerk, aka Lil Ricky, was standing on the 1400 block of West 112th Street when allegedly Rose pulled up on him and shot him multiple times, leaving him dead. This next murder that he allegedly committed is the one that he got arrested for. July 9th, 2020, at around 3:39 p.m., Delonte McDaniels, aka Lonte from Poppy Gang, was outside in the 400 block of South Laramie Avenue when Rose from 051 walked up on him and shot him multiple times. He was 36 years of age and he was struck in the head and chest and was taken to Stroger's Hospital where he was pronounced dead. But this is how he got caught. On July 14th, homicide detectives saw the car that was used in the recent murder, and it was traveling in traffic on the south side. They pulled over the car and the driver got out, but Ricky Anderson, aka Rose from the 051 Young Money set, slid behind the wheel and tried to drive away. Police managed to stop Anderson and took him into custody after he started to run away. Prosecutors charged him with fatally shooting Delonte McDaniels on July 9th. This next person is another person from the 051 Young Money set, and he was known to put down 600 members. Lavelle Adams, aka Kiddo the Driller, is a well-respected 051 Young Money member. The first person he allegedly killed before being locked up was Shaq from 600, who died on February 2nd, 2012. And we talked about this guy a lot in my past videos. But the next 600 member that he allegedly went for was Trey Henry, aka Tricks from 600. It was November 1st, 2012 at around 9:40 a.m. when a district police officer heard gunshots in the 5700 block of South Prairie Avenue. And when he arrived, he found Trey Henry suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to John Stroger's Hospital where he was pronounced dead from his injuries. This next guy was from the Brick Squad set and has a crazy story behind him. And the person we talking about is Reese Johnson, aka P. Rico. He was allegedly involved in the murders of over 3 people, which the first happened on September 2nd, 2011 at about 8:50 p.m. was on South Wentworth Avenue when he was sitting on a bench in a park and someone approached him and shot him multiple times. But in 2016, he was locked up for 3 years for a gun charge. And in January of 2020, P. Rico was shot twice with a 40 caliber handgun, and after he said he was shot, he went to a liquor store and poured liquor in his wounds to stop the bleeding. He actually said it worked and ended up surviving from this incident.
And he finna die. Like, everybody thought I was finna die. When I hit the liquor store, they thought I was finna die, so I poured that liquor on my wounds. Stopped the blood instantly. You feel me?
Some people say he was responsible for other murders too, but he allegedly admitted on live that he only has one body. Another person on this list that Lil Durk should probably avoid in the streets is Uchi from 051 Young Money. He was allegedly involved in the murder of Lil Booth from 600 and 2 THF members, and Lil Durk is really close to THF. Another person would be 051 Melly. We have a lot of content on our page about him, so make sure you go check that out. And he was one of Lil Durk's biggest ops. They used to diss each other all the time online too. But that'd be about it for the list of Lil Durk's biggest ops. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed and stay well. Yeah, I'm out.